Mabani kana ka tsaya maybe re phakela ke tsoga ke re ke a thapa ka tsaya maybe wela mo bafung ke nna yo ka tsikisa mahala no. I was doing me. Hey guys.
Hi.
Welcome to what is this? The second installment of the second season of Third Opinion. It's at Launiv across all platforms, and it's at Third Opinion _BW across all platforms.
Hey guys, it's Mr. Austin,
the
guy with the soprano, the rose amongst the thorn. Hey guys, and welcome back to Third Opinion. My name is Mr. Austin. Sharon hana go bua bathong ko pala lebele Sharon ha letsa mo di commenting and comment and ask for Sharon to come back, and Sharon
tag her, tag her
and let her tell her that you guys are missing her because we missed seeing the red corner here. The red corner is empty, you know.
I get it. Get a red corner.
You know, so Lala Erbataka, if today, what are we talking about?
Okay, so today we're just going to be having a quick discussion about mental health. Just a discussion on what do we think we should do, because I think especially in these perilous times, in these times, with COVID, with the pandemic, I think a lot of us have had to have confrontations with ourselves. Like I like to say, we've had to have conversations with ourselves about who we are, and a lot of us have really hit an emotional wall repeatedly. But you know, we don't have the space to say or whatever it is that you want to go to. And because of COVID, you know, and Lynn and I here in the UK haven't been able to go out and travel,
you know,
with all those holiday plans. And these are things we take for granted, but we need like that de-stress moment. And, you know, so that's what we're talking about, more mental health issues today. Just what do you think, what comes to your mind when Austin, how do we about mental health issues to start with?
Yeah, right now when I think of mental health, like everybody right now is challenged. You know, like you might be financially stable, you might be physically sound, but you know your mental state somehow might be challenged because, you know, a lot of things that you used to do right now you're not able to do. You know, a lot of things that you used to have you cannot have, and some of them are some people are affected by a whole lot of things. They don't have money. That contributes to a lot of stress that ends up in depression and other things.
There's greater vulnerability to violence.
You know,
hey.
So a lot of people also who have struggled, you know, with having mental health issues, you know, that are triggered, you know, that they regress back into the state. You know, like sometimes you get out of example some depression, and then all of a sudden you fall back
then you're triggered and you fall back into it. Yeah.
You know, I feel like right now it's important so when you have problems, you know, so like from professionals. And last time the oil status, you know, go home. You know, if you're not able to survive in a place that is not home, like I grew up in Francistown, and a lot of people, you know, move to Gaborone to get work, you know, to get things done.
Yeah.
So if things are not working, it's okay. It's okay to, you know, to leave
to just pack it up
and go home, because
pack it up and go home.
You know
you know,
when you are mentally healthy, you will be able to recover. Like when I rather. You know, when I started moving into Asia, like people who have watched my videos who understand, like I've gone through the most of it. There was a point where I had no money. So I literally started from scratch, and it was really, really hard. But at that point, I think I was okay. You know, I was okay to a point where even now when I look back at things that had happened to me and how I survived them, I'm like, yeah. You know, that kind of thing.
It made you stronger.
I was okay, you know, like I had like a lot of issues tse leng gore di ka trigger something se le se ka ntirela gore ke fall back. So taking care of your mental health dilonyana tse itshesane. If people are treating you bad, bye bye. If mutal as a value in your life, bye bye. If that then to just
I think
suck
you're
out
raising
the
a
energy,
really important point.
just be
You're
out
raising
of
an
that
important
situation.
point, yeah.
Yes.
So because I think a lot of times how we about baby saying having a mental health breakdown, people think like just like it's going to be some big thing that triggers you, and it's honestly for me like in my personal journey it's been able to identify like small triggers. But ke kgona go tenwa ke gore motho o rile ra go simolola ka 10 and then nako ke 10 past 10 they haven't said anything. I mean, I'm one person who but get show me I'm going to be late. It's already 10 to 10. 10 past 10. Late. Just can we push it to 15 past? Can we push it to 20 past or whatever? But and then they show up. And but when I have this thing of will start at 10 past 10, and then they show up at quarter past, and then even okay, let's get started. Where the fuck were you?
Apologize.
Start with an apology. Hey, and for me, it's just to do it. So whatever, how say. But what you don't know is it's building up, and eventually, and you're just like, hey, it's like no dear.
Okay, yeah. It's an accumulation of all the minor things.
Hey, it's just now being able to recognize the small triggers as they happen and address them. No, dear, just like that off the bat. You were late, apologize for that. And if this person, and then dealing with that at that time, and it goes. And then, like you mentioned, Orson, now I can never overemphasize the importance of counseling. Whether I know a lot of times how to be like a counseling one. Right, because a lot of us have not done it. A lot of us have not done it. There's a lot of misconceptions that
we are not taught to see it as okay. We are taught to see it as something.
There are so many places where you can seek counseling, even if it's not, like, and I'm talking about professional counseling. Yes, it's great to have an aunt or an uncle or a cousin or a friend that you can debrief with. But how your stress will manifest physically. And these things had seek the proper counseling. And there are tons of NGOs where you can go for counseling, mahala free. Khona social worker in your localities, bako SNCD, di ra bona ga se go bereka le di ofene hela. Le wena wa tsena hela ma o ipela go dumelang motho a medimo se se ke pitlagane die le lapa le mmitla dikobo di mmitla ga go na boroko ga gona le haile go banyana hela mo ntsing ga se go go bona le nobody.
So how do bella like I think now just a trend in a bona like since 2020 I've seen a lot of people on my timeline babu that are not well, voice out their opinion, I mean how they feel. So do you think like mental health ko Botswana o serious kampo it's something motho hela ngwa ha na le stress hela sa hore se sane hela? I'm just saying re tsone ke di stress hela tse di re ana motho te ba re o na le depression kana jang like people from
I think I know this is something also that I've said before, because I think this is something that we've talked about and it's something that we'll keep going back to. And I've said there is so much danger in self-diagnosis as far as mental health issues. That I highlight any self-diagnosis of any kind. Let's say, allergic to this. We sa calamine, but how easily I learn how can lumile king can the detergent we did some milk ones but we still decide what more Chinese in calamine. Can tell so the same thing happens with with your mental health. How can I lean? How can I hello to her lean la go le botlhoko bo re ish lean le botlhoko. Gora ke change ke ska dirisa Colgate ke dirisa Pepsodent. No, wa go tsamaya hello wa go ngakeng ya meno hello guys. Some things to see and it's the same thing with your mental health. But okay, do you function sharp. Young again, seek the counseling and the therapy that you need. Depression.
I think
it's not even a depression. It's just something triggered you when I less stress will pass with the passing of whatever it is that is stressing you. But now you've made this decision, depression, and every little thing now triggers you and it hankers you down.
So guys, I remember when we were still students, I'm a little bit guidance and counseling. I don't know if it's classes or an LD session in Yana. I don't know if they're still there. And if they're still there, I feel like they need to, emphasize on this. Because when you read a lot about depression, mental health, like people now are or people now are stressed because right now technology also they are beyond reach and with stressing and depression you're not able to live those kind of lifestyles but Instagram the generation that is growing now but and what he's showing people it's his daily life those kind of things but someone not about the viewer in a negative way. I feel like we should not forget about the guidance and counseling sessions normalize if you have problems you have to go out and talk to people. And also you employees as well, you need not to look at them in a way it's not right, discriminating them against energizer, we should normalize Sabrina as hell. I know that people who are struggling heavily from mental health because they need to be there and be protected. But someone who the level at which some people are. They might have been there late, or some people end up because of the conditions that they have.
You're right, and it's something like employers live because of the stigma that surrounds mental health issues and psychiatric health. Ha ke kgone go bolela go bua go tirong ha ke botswa gore maabane no le kae ke tla bo ke a ke re maabane kana ka tsaya mebe re phakela ke tsoga ke re ke a thapa ka tsaya mebe wela mo bafung ke nna yo ka tsikisa mahala no tlhalosa hala gore batho ke phaketse ke tsoga ke sa tsoga sentle e be ke a go itekodisa and ngaka ka go Sabrina so ke ne ke tshwana ke re ke re halo batse e be ke a go tlhola teng le ngaka e ke bua
Okay, so I think we're about to repeat ourselves over and over again. So basically I feel like right now, like because of the Rona, our generation, yes, is going through the most right now, but I'm scared for the one that is coming, about 2000, like those who were born in the 2000s, kind of they were born in the era of the internet booming, like they literally grew up with the internet, and I feel like something has to be done so that they need strategies that they were used in the 80s babies and the 19s baby should not be employed in the 2000s because things have totally
things have changed since then.
So we should make sure that we employ strategies that will help these children, which is our generation. Actually, some of them are going to be taking care of us. Some of them are going to be our presidents, our ministers. They need to be sound. They need to be able am I okay?
Right.
Because it's necessary.
Actually,
so we should create a conducive environment.
I would love to hear from. I'm sorry. I'd really love to hear from parents, like I think our generation of parents kind of went by in the 2000s.
Yeah.
When as a parent, what are your concerns mental health wise for when as a parent to somebody, to the younger generation, and also when as a parent, what are you doing to invest in the mental well-being of bana ba gago going forward? Because honestly, if you're motsadi and you are not in a good space, how to create a space? You cannot pour from an empty cup. So you need also
guys, don't be afraid to cut off people. Don't be afraid to not talk to people. If you're seeing this and it took me 5 days to reply to your messages, guys, I was taking care of myself.
I was doing
I'm
me
in Thailand. I'm 5 days. 5 days. I mean 5 days. Like I'm 5,000, 10,000 miles away from everyone, so I need to take care of myself. Sometimes I reply late because
it's true. That's the thing. Constantly cutting people off. Constantly. It's really just, for me, it's even just something that I just, it's just the.
But I love you guys.
I like it. Clearly, this friendship has ran its course. Yeah, Chase.
With that being said, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, guys. It's Therapy and BW. I'm Mr_Orson. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Laune V on Instagram. Laune V on Twitter. And
it's a goodbye, guys.
Something. Go LinkedIn with the master. Bye.
Bye.
William to the last, yeah.